Hi everyone, Kim here. We're going to do a quick tutorial on how to remove the dad from this image so it looks like the little girl is holding it up all by herself. So we're going to turn it from that into this one I've prepared earlier. And the tool we're going to use to do that today is called PIXLR. PIXLR is one of my favourite quick editing tools. I'll open up the original here with the dad in it. And there's quite a few options in PIXLR. The toolbox is quite variable, that you can auto-fix things quite quickly. One of the useful ones we're going to use at the moment is this double exposure, so the very top right one that lets you overlay images. So we're going to overlay the original image again, and the way we're going to do this is we're going to use the space of the sky and the grass just to the right of the dad to overwrite him out of it. Now we're going to have to be careful because there's people just near the base of the tree. So if we were to just overwrite the dad here, then these people would all of a sudden be up in that space just to the left of them again, and we'd be duplicating them. So what we're going to do is we're going to make this a little bit bigger, and we're going to use the space. So we're going to line where the dad is up with. Over with some grass and hopefully just some bit of trees in the background for when we're replacing him. So once we've put the new layer over the top, in the very top left we've got this little toolkit, and that's erasing the image, and then the second one is restoring the image. So it's like a mask in Photoshop. It lets you, it's like the black and the white on the mask layer. So we're going to erase pretty much all of this overlay image because we don't want any of it except for the bit that's going to cover up the father. So we can pretty much erase the whole thing, and then we're going to restore the bit just over the dad. Now I've put that a bit high, so there's going to be some trees there. So what we can actually do is, now that we've kind of masked the sections we want to do, if we click the tick, we can actually move this around again, so we can choose which part looks the cleanest and the best, and we can do it a few times if we want to then do it again. We can twist it, it's all over the place, so let's just put it there. So and we can get rid of the dad's the top of his head as well. But so here we have a little tree in the background there, and all of his legs are gone, so I can tidy this up a bit. I can zoom in as well, so that you have to, when you're moving around, you use 2 fingers. When you're actually editing, you're using just 1 finger. So if we restore so it's restoring the top layer, so we'll erase the top layer around the little girl. Now she's actually quite close to the dad in the original image. So what we can do is we can change the size of the erase tool, and we can also change the feather. And what the feather does is say how kind of blurred it is to the sides. So here that's a really hard circle, whereas if the feather is much bigger, then it's a kind of a blurrier gradient thing. So it's quite useful when you're getting nice and close to people. We want to have low feather, so it's going to be a nice tight line. And we're going to restore the image to overwrite where the dad is, so we can completely cut him out there. And I'm going to up the feather a little bit, so that just up here we can make that a bit smoother with the tree, so you can't see the really harsh line there. And also around her hair, you might want to have a bit of softer thing there. Clean up this color variation between the grasses. Okay, and I'll restore a little bit of her skirt, make it a bit smaller. Okay, and we'll erase this little bit in there. Now up here, we'll fix the top of his head shortly with another tool, but we do want to get rid of his shoulder and his body here. It's not that big. Let's put the feather up so it's a bit softer. lots of toing and froing, to be honest. Okay, now how's it looking over here? We can zoom in. We need to get rid of his fingers as well. And yeah, we'll just clean up those people. Oopsies, too big. You can see why it's so not fun. Okay, then we get rid of his fingers, and that has put that sign from over here, which is from the, is that on the overlaid image? Yeah. So that's probably not the best place for the sign, so maybe we can move this again. There we go, just move a little bit up. Okay, these things are always fiddly, but you can understand how you could spend quite a bit of time getting it a little bit nicer. Just cleaning up some of the, with a high feather, cleaning up some of the merging of the grass so it doesn't look so obvious. I'll wipe that bit out. Okay, and I think up here we should be able to wipe that out a bit more to get rid of that dad's head. Okay, that's right. That's not too bad. We could keep moving it around and keep adjusting things. It's not perfect, but you get the general idea, and it's something that you can spend as much time as you need to on it to get this stuff working correctly. But I think that's pretty good. So once we click save, you can also in the very top right, this little square with a line through it shows you the comparison, so you can see what it originally looked like, which is a really cool tool to see if you've accidentally forgot any. We could just erase a little bit over here because that's, yep, and we could erase this bit up here to be able to see that if what bits we've missed to clean it up a bit more. There we go. So I think that's a pretty quick, simple, nice little way to do that. I just realized this is an 8-minute tutorial, but it's a lot quicker than doing it on Photoshop, to be honest. And this is a phone tutorial. So there we go. That's my tutorial. Thank you very much.